it's Megan from the Stanford Library for August's Crafternoon project. We loved seeing your crafts from last month. We saw so many beautiful bird kites, and we really appreciate you bringing them in. For August, we are going to make tie-dye butterflies out of coffee filters and pipe cleaners. So most of what you need to make these butterflies is actually in your Crafternoon Essentials kit. So if you have one of those, you have most of what you need. You are going to have to pick up the August kit, which has coffee filters, paper plates so you don't make a mess, and pipe cleaners. Will be enough for you to make 2 butterflies. Hopefully you can share one to come decorate the library with beautiful butterflies, and then you have 1 butterfly to keep for yourself. So let's get started.
Okay, first step, we need 2 coffee filters, 1 pipe cleaner. This is per butterfly. 2 paper plates. You're going to need a cup of water. You're going to get the paintbrush from your watercolor set, and then you need the Crayola washable markers that are in the Essentials kit. All right, so take your 2 coffee filters and put them together and flatten them onto the paper plate. Then you're going to start making your design. Now keep in mind the design is really kind of loosey-goosey. You don't have to have anything set. You don't have to draw a picture or anything, because it's going to be sort of get that tie-dye effect. So for mine, I started out with a purple circle around the edge, and you'll see I left some white space beyond the edge of my purple circle, and I'm going to just do a rainbow sequence. So I'm going to do the same thing, draw my blue circle, and there is white space in between, so white space is perfectly fine in whatever design that you do, but try to get most of the coffee filter covered. And keep in mind too that the design is going to bleed through to your second coffee filter, and you want that. So I'm just gonna keep going with my circles. Really simple way to do it, getting all the colors. Okay, now that I've got my design, you can see how it bled through a little bit. I'm going to keep the 2 together, and I'm going to grab that paintbrush from the watercolor set, and I'm just going to use water. Get a really, really wet paintbrush and start to paint kind of from the center out. It doesn't have to be from the center out, I guess. You just want to start painting your design, and that will cause, the water will cause the design to bleed. And you want to continue painting until the entire coffee filter is covered in water. So keep that brush extra white, and you'll see that the colors will kind of start to bleed into each other, and it will look more like a tie-dye effect rather than the circles that or the design that you made in using the markers. Okay, once you have covered the entire coffee filter area, peel the two coffee filters together and you'll see that you have the same design on both coffee filters. We're going to use both of these coffee filters for one butterfly. Now you have to wait a little while. It's going to take about an hour or so for them to dry, but I've got some dry ones here so I can show you how to finish up the craft. So take the first dry painted coffee filter and start to fold it back and forth like you're folding a fan. You want tiny little folds. Just continue doing that back and forth until you get to the edge of the coffee filter. And now you're going to do the same exact thing with the other coffee filter. Put the two together, kind of stack them as best you can together, and fold that in half so you can kind of find the middle. So there I have a little crease where my middle is, and I'm going to grab that pipe cleaner and fold the pipe cleaner in half and make a little crease in the middle of the pipe cleaner, and I'm going to wrap the pipe cleaner around the middle of the tie-dyed coffee filters, just like that. Doesn't matter if they're the same length at all. I always like to curly cue the ends of my pipe cleaners because I feel like it looks nice for the butterfly antennas. And then start to open up your butterfly wings. So it's just like you're just kind of pulling the folds of the coffee filters apart, and you'll see that it starts to look like the wings of the butterfly. I'm going to do that on both sides with the top and bottom wings. And then look at that. You have a beautiful rainbow tie-dyed butterfly. Please stop by the library so you can pick up your Crafternoon supply kit. And if you don't already have an essentials kit, you can pick that up as well. Then, after you make your butterflies, we'd love it if you brought one by to brighten up our space here at the library.